Back in late 2021, I released this video talking about some popular keycap profiles in an effort to find maximum thock. What's going on, guys? MakerMods here, back at it again with another new video. Today we're taking a look at some different keycap profiles to see which one provides the most thocky goodness. Well, these are the Awekeys Full Metal Keycap set, and I have to say that the journey to thock is complete, and maximum thock has finally been achieved. Full metal keycaps aren't a new concept, but until pretty recently they were prohibitively expensive for an entire set, like this American Haptics set for over $2,000, or even Gatoron's full aluminum set costing a cool $450. With Novelkeys offering aluminum versions of the iconic Olivia and Olive keycaps, and Wuche Studios offering their Alumizu take on GMK Mizu, there are several options at varying prices, but they all seemed a bit too expensive for my taste. Having tried different aluminum keycaps at meetups, I really enjoyed their sound signature, but not for the literal price of a Geonworks F1. Group by ending soon. So when Awekeys reached out to me to consider one of their full metal keycap sets, and that their sets cost half as much as most other sets on the market, I was definitely interested. So let's talk about it right after you set your finger on that like button. So these are the Copper Eagle Special Edition, which will be launching on Kickstarter on March 12th, with an intro price of only $179 for the base kit, which offers decent kitting options but does lack 7U support unless you buy the optional 7U support pack. The all-in-one pack, which includes Eagle-themed novelties and Alice support, will run you $336, which is still a pretty fair price considering that the closest price option were the Novelkeys aluminum sets, which cost $350 for TKL support only, or the Alumizu set from Wuche Studios, which ran in a creative style kitting scheme, which I absolutely hate by the way, and ended up costing way more than $500 for a comparable kitting. Moving on, the keycaps themselves are recycled cupro nickel, which is an alloy containing copper and nickel. The keycaps do have a copper plating with a coating to prevent tarnishing, and in my testing I found that they were pretty easy to keep clean despite my extra sweaty fingers. Before we talk about my impressions, let's take a listen to these keycaps in a couple different builds. The build information will be on the screen, so here are the typing tests. That is awesome. Overall, these keycaps sound extremely deep, as is to be expected from the overall mass and density of the caps themselves. I especially love them on the Glare TKL, if you couldn't tell from my reaction. But before you pick up a set of these yourselves, there are a few caveats that you should know about. First, I wanted to pair these with my Toper board, my Deskkeys modded Matrix Labs MESC using Deskkeys Pinks, but the spacebar was way too heavy to return with those domes. I noticed a similar return issue on my spacebars with the lighter spring switches like the HMX Swifts, which have a 50-gram bottom out force. I'd recommend using a heavier spring in your spacebar, somewhere in at least the 65-gram range. The other issue I noticed was the wobble, which is to be expected with caps that weigh significantly more than ABS or PBT. One thing I really appreciated was this resource from Awekeys that shows how to adjust stems that are too loose or too tight, and I found after tuning some of the looser 2U keys, it actually affected the sound in a really positive way. Last, I tried these with a carbon fiber plate in my Prototypus JO2, but I didn't really like the overall clacky sound signature that ensued. It reminded me of the Novelkeys Cream Plus switches with the titanium inserts, and I personally wasn't a fan. But overall, these keycaps are very nice, especially considering any other comparable full metal keycap set will cost you anywhere from 1.5 to twice as much for comparable kitting. I'll be keeping these in the rotation on my Glare TKL, and I'll be posting an updated Thockiest keycap video soon, although I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a contest. But make sure you're subscribed if that sounds like something you'll want to see. Check out some more keyboard content here. I'm MakerMods, and I'll catch you in the next video.